This is our semi-main event. Scheduled 5 rounds in the super welterweight division. Leg kicks, it's freestyle. In charge of the action, Bryce Birtwistle. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome in the blue corner on my right, Ron Parr, Master David the trainer. This young man, originally from Handel, great wine country in South Australia, now based in Tuart, T-U-A-R-T, Hill, in Perth, Western Australia, who are playing in the Sheffield Shield final this weekend. Scaling 70 kilograms, he brings to Melbourne a record of 10 wins and 2 losses. Would you welcome a man who represented Western Australia in World Muay Thai Amateur Championships in Bangkok this year and last year. Scaling 70 kilograms even, Anthony Dutton. Anthony Dutton, wearing Muay Thai trunks of blue, red and white. Across the ring, one of the prides of the John Sheeter Paul Himmacoy Ultimate Kickboxing Sunshine Police Gymnasium. He is the Eastern South Pacific welterweight champion, Victorian Australian super welterweight champion. Epic matches against Jim Katunas here in Centre Ring. Mike Kenner, Nick Tatoris and Vince Parks with a record of 15 bouts, 12 wins, 3 losses, 4 big wins by knockout. Scaling 67.00 kilograms. Dubbed by Blitz, the Playboy, the Clark Kent, the Great White Shot, Jenk Behic. Wearing purple, red with trunks. Bryce Birtwistle, your referee in charge. That's what. Okay, normally we're just thinking, Ramboy, part of the Thailand tradition. Main event. Just applause, please. Your indulgence. The mock-on is removed. And we're ready to rumble. Round 1.
Let's go in the first round of our semi between the Great White Shark, Jenk Behic, up against WA's Anthony Dutton. This one's scheduled for 5x2 under USA rules. Behic opening up early with some body shots to his WA opponent. Inside and outside leg kicks there by the Shark. Huge ovation when he made his way out to centre ring. Very popular figure in the western suburbs indeed. And it'll be interesting to see who the Shark faces up against in the super welterweight division this year. Challengers from right around the country. No doubt he'll take on some of the big guns, but it all starts here tonight against Anthony Dutton from WA. Never any shortage of spectacular techniques when the Shark steps into the ring. He can do it all the flashy techniques with power added to each and every one of them. And don't be fooled by the playboy exterior. This man has some bad intentions when he steps into centre ring. Anthony Dutton, a couple of left round kicks, but Jenk was well guarded up against them. Slapping round kick to the ribs there by Jenk. Barrels him with a couple of body shots over against the ropes, and Dutton in trouble early on. Jenk hunting for an early knockout. Barrels him to the body again. Goes downstairs with the leg kicks. He's got him in trouble. Wobbled in the neutral corner. Dutton fires out the big right hand. Jenk closing the gap, not giving him a chance to move out of range. Fires away, left and right to the head of Dutton. Dutton tries to fight his way out of there for left round kick. Slapping leg kick to the outside left thigh by Behic. Connects there for sharp right uppercut, one of his trademark boxing skills. Inside leg kick by the Shark. Anthony Dutton in a world of hurt at the moment in the neutral corner end of the first round, Mark. A great round there to the Shark.
Well, Anthony Dutton certainly, Jenk Behic taking it right up to him from the very first bell. And Dutton getting caught with some very, very powerful shots, kicks and punches.
In readiness for the second round of action, Mark the Hammer. Jenk Behic looking very strong in the boxing department, especially in that opening round.
Well, as they start off again, we see Behic in the last round throwing 41 punches, as opposed to Dutton only 12. And that's 41 connecting punches, and also 14 as opposed to 2 below the waist kicks coming from Behic. So 41-14, that's a high work rate in anyone's language. Add on to that 11 high kicks. So Jenk Behic working at a phenomenal rate.
Jenk Behic, the leader of Australian kickboxing's new generation, going downstairs with another clubbing leg kick to the lead leg of Anthony Dutton. The Western Australians haven't had much luck tonight, and the crowd, a capacity crowd, begins to rally behind their local champion, the Shark, Jenk Behic. Spinning hook kick by Jenk, didn't quite come off. Dutton responds with a left round kick. Nice front kick off the right leg there by the Shark, Jenk Behic. Goes downstairs again, leg kicking away to that lead leg of Dutton. First time we've seen Jenk since his epic confrontation with Nick Torres, and he's looking very good, Mark.
Well, he's certainly taken that in his stride, although nothing can be taken away from Jenk from that fight, because it was a close fight and both boys worked very, very well. One of the best fights of 97, but certainly Behic now has picked up from where he left off, and he's just doing the job here at the moment on Anthony Dutton.
Well, Anthony Dutton looks like he's sucking in some air, might be struggling for breath. Jenk has certainly tired him out in these 2 rounds so far. There's a high right round kick that Jenk is so renowned for. Looking for that trademark ironclad upper right. Didn't quite find the target. Behic, the Shark, just stalking him. Just when Dutton thought it was safe to step into the ring, along comes the Great White Shark. Jenk Behic, end of a second, another convincing round for Jenk. Great White Shark, Jenk Behic and Anthony Dutton all the way from WA. Jenk just firing off a high front kick off the lead leg. Nice right hand there by Behic, he timed it well. Wasn't a great deal of power behind it, but it was very well timed. Winds up the high right round kick, then goes downstairs, a sweeping inside kick off the left leg. 30 seconds down in this round. Behic started it strongly yet again. Dutton hasn't really looked dangerous so far. Behic thumps up another high right round kick, and again. Trying to line up the straight right, the Shark, Jenk Behic. Dutton just moving around the ring. And Jenk checked the leg kick quite well on that occasion.
Well, Dutton has fairly good defence of the hand department. It's making Jenk's job a little harder, but he needs to initiate a little more, Anthony, rather than letting Jenk walk up to him all the time. He needs to catch him maybe on the way in. But at this stage, you know, Dutton is equipping himself fairly well, but he's still being outclassed by Jenk.
We're a minute 25 down in this round. Calls from Dutton's corner to chop away at the legs of the Great White Shark. So far, he hasn't done that to any effect. Jenk, slingshot effect with that high left round kick. There it is again, the crowd responding. Couple of round kicks off the left there from Dutton and another. Didn't seem to phase the Great White Shark. It goes with the body rips. 10 seconds remaining in this round. The Great White, body rip again, followed by an inside and outside leg kicks. Dutton taking more knocks in this round yet again. The end of the third, Mark the Hammer. A good round again for Jenk.
Once again, a good round for Jenk. Dutton throwing a bit of technique, but not really enough power in it. You know,
Shark, Jenk Behic has had, as Mark said, the superior work rate so far. Throwing around 90 punches in 3 rounds of action. He's been very busy indeed. And as always, looking at a picture of fitness and concentration. There's a straight right hand from Behic, finding its way through the guard. He's going to work again with the hands against the ropes, but Dutton gets a bit of aggro behind him and fires out of a bad situation. Oh, spinning heel kick there by Behic, followed up by an axe kick off the left leg. That's why he's called the Great White, and that's the sensational tactics and techniques we've come to expect from the playboy Jenk, Great White Shark Behic. Inside leg kick by Behic, he timed it sweetly, and Dutton went down to the canvas on that occasion. Behic looking for that right uppercut, went upstairs, another spinning back kick by the Shark, fires off the front kick off the right leg. He's looking very sharp here tonight, Mark.
Well, Jenk Behic, you know, there's something to be said for a fighter this far into a fight, throwing the spinning kicks and the high kicks that Behic's doing. You really have to have superior fitness to be able to do that. A lot of fighters get lazy as the fight progresses, but Behic's really keeping quite a solid work rate, and his technique is matching that. So there's something to be said for this young man's ability.
30 seconds to go in this round. Been another strong one by Jenk so far. A high work rate yet again. Dutton hasn't really looked menacing. As we close in on the final 15, another front kick off the right leg, followed by a low leg kick by the Great White Shark. He's got Dutton backed against the ropes. Dutton has slowed down visibly, not moving around as much as he was in the earlier rounds. There's the end of the fourth. Another very sharp, strong round by the Shark.
He's showing a lot of courage.
April 5, 2 p.m.
Both fighters touch gloves for the fifth and final round of action. The chance of Shark go up around the Sunshine Entertainment Centre. The Great White lays in and leg kick. They love him here in downtown Sunshine, indeed in the western suburbs, indeed right around the country. As Mark said, to his credit, Dutton has gone this far, taken a lot of punishment. Oh, a chopping leg kick will make Dutton wish he was someplace else. And there's another one by the Great White Shark. They'll take the starch right out of Anthony Dutton. Jenk, 1-2 to the head, then downstairs with the legs. Finishing off his combinations with that trademark leg kick. Dutton just trying to poke a 1-2 through the guard, but it's too tight, the guard of Jenk Behic. Another slapping leg kick by the Great White Shark. And he's bringing the fight home strongly at the moment.
Well, just a bit of a slip there by Behic. But Dutton, he is bringing the fight home strongly as well, is Anthony Dutton. He's going to go home. He's going to be able to hold his head up, having stepped into the ring with a very, very competent technician in Behic. But all I can say to Anthony Dutton is this will certainly be a learning experience on his behalf. And he's shown a lot of courage and taken some good hard knocks here tonight. And he's still there, and you can't ask more than that.
Little more than 10 seconds to go in this final round of action. The Shark has pushed Anthony Dutton to his limits. There it is, the final bell to end the round. The Great White Shark against Anthony Dutton. Another great fight brought to you by Ultimate Promotions.
Not yet. Mimic, would you move aside, please, my good man? Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of brutal kickboxing, we have a unanimous points winner. Red corner, Cliff, the Red Corner,